U.S. Supreme Court justices make a key decision on an online stalking case.
A majority determined what is important is not the impact of messages for a victim, but the intent of the sender. KITV4's Paul Drews reports it's a decision that could impact cases here in Hawaii.
I worry for my safety. I fear that I can't go outside to walk my dog on a public street. I always make sure that my car or wherever I am, I'm in an enclosed parking garage.
Sunshine Smith, a KITV4 employee, says she is the victim of stalking and has a pile of papers documenting all the text messages and phone calls from a woman after she had been served a temporary restraining order not to contact her.
Since the initial TRO, it has gone crazy. She continues to stalk me every single day. 197 phone calls the other day, calling me, telling me that she's going to come outside, I'm going to slit your throat.
That woman was even arrested for violating the TRO, but prosecutors have only been able to use a handful of the incidents against her.
If it's a text message, if it's a picture sent to me or phone calls, if the stalker doesn't identify herself and then use my name, they won't use it because they said they can't prove for sure that that's her voice or what her intent was for those kind of text messages.
Intent is what Supreme Court justices focused on their latest ruling.
They have decided that they're going to make it more difficult to prosecute people who stalk or send harassing messages and even maybe violent threats if a prosecutor cannot prove that that person had the intent to carry out the threat.
In the case against a Colorado man who sent Facebook posts to a woman over 2 years. Some of those posts were weird, others mildly threatening. The justices ruled a jury did not decide if his actions truly intended to harm the victim, and if they didn't, then his views are protected free speech.
It goes into the mind of the sender, and that's never easy to prove. So it is going to make it much more difficult to prosecute people who send harassing and maybe even threatening messages.
Sunshine worries action is not taken soon enough after incidents of stalking and harassment, and worries the Supreme Court decision will only make it worse.
At what point does something have to happen before she's charged?
Paul Drews, KITV4 Island News.